Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. It is May the 13th, and we're about an hour after the closing bell. Incredible day in the markets. Buyers are here. Or are they? I'm your wealth guy. Let's talk about it. Let's talk money. Let's talk market wrap up. All right, so first of all, everybody, I just want to thank you for tuning into the channel. And if you happen to like what I say, please feel free to subscribe, like, share, and most importantly, comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the market. But let's talk about the market, because today the markets were green and they maintained that from early in the pre-market right throughout the day, and even into the closing, where we saw a little bit of momentum kick in and buyers were really stepping up to close out the day. Now, I've been talking about the buyers being here for a few days. We have seen them come into the market and really create a lot of volatility over especially the last 3 days. We in particularly saw them yesterday evening or yesterday at the close during the last hour or power hour, where we watched the markets really pull back off their lows. But today, let's talk about it, because the US 30 currently closed at 434. The NASDAQ closed at 434 as well. The Dow Jones at 466. And the most important one, in my opinion, is the S&P 500. S&P 500 closed at 4023. Now, that's an important number. I've always talked about that 4,000 point mark, and it's really good to see that support has come in at this level. It seems that every time the S&P has dropped below this 4,000 point mark, a lot of buyers have come in and pushed the market right back up. So it does indicate that there is some support at this level. Now, after this level, as I mentioned, the next level of support is closer to 3,600. But for now, it's good to see that the support has come in. Now, what I would like to see going forward, obviously, is a continued upswing in this market. I'd like to see more buyers come in. I'd love to see some positives come in on Monday, probably on Tuesday, and then we'll see what happens from there. At some point, we should get a little bit of a pullback, and that would be absolutely fine. And in fact, it's important to get a little bit of a pullback so that we can get the next momentum upward. After all, every time we've had a pullback, there's been a big swing to the upside. Now, that being said, let's look at the rest of the markets, because right across the board has not been so great. If we take a look at cryptocurrencies in particular, Bitcoin is currently back down at around 29,000 bucks. That's about 4% off its morning high. Ethereum currently sitting closer to 2,000, just shy of that mark or just above it. And that's about 2% off its 24-hour high. Now, again, I'm not really seeing a significant amount of support at this level. We have seen in particular Bitcoin drop down to 26,000 bucks. However, it did bounce back. We'll see if it actually retests that low. I think it's quite possible that it will, and there's not really a heck of a lot of support to the downside around the $26 mark. But let's look at metals today, because when it comes to metals, gold has been under an extreme amount of volatility, and I'm not really sure where the bottom here is for gold. And for the most part, although some people will say that it makes sense, I'm going to say that it actually doesn't. And again, it's all a matter of opinion, but gold is currently down 15 bucks or just shy of, currently sitting just over 1,800. Now, for me, this is a really good buying opportunity. I am probably going to buy gold at this level, and I will buy it in the physical form, because many of you know I am a gold and silver bug, and I prefer the metals, the physical assets, as opposed to the paper assets, which is derived from derivatives, and I prefer to have the physical in my hand. If we take a look at silver, silver is also sitting just over 21 bucks. Not very strong, not a heck of a lot of support here. I would love to see silver back up at the $24, $25 mark, ideally 26. But even at these levels, it's still a great buying opportunity, and so I am doing so. In fact, I may do an unboxing video. I got another package here of silver, so I may do it tomorrow and post it then. But for now, we'll just say that it is a great buying opportunity. I did purchase some more yesterday on the low as well. Now, if we take a look at other metals, for the most part, the rest of metals were actually in the green. And if we take a look right across the board, most commodities were in the green as well. In particular, energy and crude are actually up quite significantly. Taking a look at the 10-year yield, which is a big one. The 10-year yield actually moved quite a bit today and is actually just shy of that 3-point mark. That's actually really great. That 4%, 3% move to the upside today was actually fantastic. And in fact, it's just a normalization of the 10-year yield. I think this is an important marker here. The 10-year yield should be at 3 right now. It'll probably be a little bit above it, and that's totally fine. Again, it's pricing in interest rates at this point. The US dollar did drop a little bit today, not surprisingly. The fear has partially left the market, at least for today. Again, I'd love to see this continue to hold steady, slightly to the red, if not a little bit further, just to see the markets continue to go up to the upside. But that's pretty much it for today. I'm not really going to get too deep into it. I'd like to leave a little bit for Sunday when I do my market preview. But until then, if I don't see you tomorrow with my unboxing, I will see you on Sunday for my market preview.